Zoo Buddies, brought to you by Animal House, your local hometown pet store in business for 40 years. 2934 Cypress Street, West Monroe.
Good morning, everybody. We're here with Lisa Taylor and Maggie Moo here at the Louisiana Purchase Gardens and Zoo. Thank you for being with us.
Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, everybody. And yes, we have this beautiful Watusi Anacole cow named Maggie Moo.
I love her. She's about a year old, right?
Yeah, she just turned a year old last week. She's one of our ambassador animals out here at Education for the Watusi breed. And she's pretty amazing. We've been raising her since she was 3 days old on a ninny bottle.
Right, and they are beautiful creatures. I mean, their fur is just wonderful. The horns will get much longer than what she has right now.
Right, Jessica. I'll tell you a little bit of good stuff about her. These guys are actually originated in Africa, and they are a bit of the cattle of the kings. So you're looking at some royalty standing here when it comes to African bred cattle.
Yeah.
And these guys are known, exactly what you said, for their horns. I'll tell you a little bit about their anatomy. Their horns can span about 6 feet long on each side, and they're very vascular. And what I mean by that is inside the horns is hollow, and through there is some honeycomb shaped blood supply, and it's basically like an air conditioner for these guys in Africa, which is very hot, and it keeps this cow cool, so they can live in a dry climate and hot climate and survive really well. And that's why the people that domesticated them in Africa use them for a little bit of milk production, a little bit of meat production, and they do really well in that climate. Now, these guys can get about 5 foot tall, and they get anywhere from 1,000 pounds to probably close to 1,600 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
So Maggie, like I said, she's probably a good 350 right now, maybe 4 at a year old. And they have this beautiful coat. Most of the Watusi are known for the red, and typically they're solid red, but now that they've been domesticated, there's a lot of white in them, sometimes some gray, sometimes some brown, stuff like that. As she gets older, which she'll probably, her horns will keep on growing. So these are just little baby horns right now. And they'll keep on growing until she's probably all the way mature. After about 3 or 4 years old, they'll probably be almost their max growth.
Okay.
She's halter broke, you know, so that we can take her around the zoo and all that good stuff. Now, the milk production of these guys in Africa, it's a very rich fat content, and so there's a lot of butter that comes out of the milk, but they don't produce a whole lot, Jessica. They only produce like 2 pints a day, which isn't a lot when it comes to a milking cow. But they're known for their status in Africa, and so basically if you are high in ranking in social ranks, then you own one of these guys, right? And that's how they judge your wealth in Africa. Now, the Watusi name was given to them by the Tutsi tribe in Africa, and so a lot of times you don't call them Anacole, we'll just call them Tutsis.
Okay.
Or they are called Watusi.
Hey, girl. And she has a sister, too.
Yeah, she has a sister that y'all have seen before. Her name's Winnie. Her mom was an elderly cow, and she couldn't take care of her very well. That's why we end up pulling her. And so we have a out on a boat ride, everybody, if you get to take it. Probably not today because it's so windy. We have a herd of them out there, and you can see those guys. We have a brand new baby out there also. He's beautiful. And so these guys are thriving at the zoo. And we also have them on the train ride. You can see her uncle, Walter, who's on the train ride when it gets back going. And I don't know, I'm in love with them. She's my kid, basically, guys.
Look at the tongue.
She went home with me a lot as she was a baby so we could get her going, and I think she's doing pretty good.
She's doing wonderful, and of course that promotes conservation. That's what the zoo is all about, making sure animals can live to the fullest extent of their life and the most success. Thank you so much for telling us about her. We're going to have more information about these Watusis on our website, knw.com.